your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a Gering man has been arrested and charged following a February investigation into a report of child pornography involving a 15-year-old girl. On Wednesday, 31-year-old Tanner Blumenkamp was arrested on charges of possession of child pornography and enticement by electronic communication. The charges stem from a multi-agency investigation, including the Scottsbluff and Box Butte County Sheriff's Department, the Alliance Police Department, and the Nebraska State Patrol. Bond has been set at $100,000 at 10%, with an April 8th arraignment date scheduled. Sticking with the courts now, as a 49-year-old Bayard man accused of pulling a firearm on people during a heated altercation this summer has been sentenced. Jeremy Cadeso was arrested in July after Morrill County deputies arrived at his home and determined that he had been in possession and armed himself with a 12-gauge shotgun. He had been facing 6 felony charges, including possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and terroristic threats, but in late December pled no contest to a single charge of attempted possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Last week in district court, he was sentenced to 2 years of probation by District Judge Andrea Miller on the Class 2 felony conviction. And the Gering City Council will be back to full strength later this month, as they have chosen a replacement for a vacancy in Ward 4. Last month, Cody Bull resigned from his post, and Kirsty Moore and Robert B.J. Kinsey interviewed to fill the seat. During Monday's Gering City Council meeting, it was announced that Kinsey had been selected to serve out the remainder of Bull's term. He will officially be sworn in at the next Gering City Council meeting, set for March 24th. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Welcome back. Testimony was accepted yesterday on a pair of bills that would remove sales tax exemptions from a variety of services and a couple of items currently defined as food. Among other services, LB 169 with amendment would make nail and skin care, personal dance, golf and tennis instruction, interior design and decorating, and zoo or museum admissions subject to sales tax, while LB 170 would raise an estimated $40 million by making candy and soda taxable. Senator Tom Brandt, who sponsored both measures, explained to the legislature's Revenue Committee why he brought forward both bills.
Between LB 169 and 170, we're looking at generating approximately $120 million in new revenue for the state. This will help cover the budget shortfall and will be used to fund property tax relief measures such as LB 303 from Senator Hughes and the Education Committee. At their core, these bills are about broadening Nebraska's sales tax base to better reflect the modern economy.
A proposed amendment to LB 170 would also more than double the tax on tobacco to $1.36 per pack of cigarettes, generating $42 million in additional revenue and increase the tax on alcohol by about 75 cents per gallon for large brewers and distillers. The majority of those testifying voiced opposition to one portion or another of each measure, and the committee took no immediate action on either bill. Well, Governor Jim Pillen encourages Nebraska businesses to apply for the 2025 Governor's Wellness Awards. The 2025 application accommodates Nebraska employers of all sizes and encourages employers to start or enhance workplace health, safety, and well-being programs. These initiatives include items such as assessment of employees' health risks and interests, a written wellness plan with measurable goals and objectives, supportive policies, and the ability to show measurable benefit from wellness and safety efforts. Organizations receive the award at the sower, grower, or harvester level, and you can apply by going to the Panhandle Worksite Wellness Council website.
Uh-oh, you have to open the old gliding door to the patio again, but that thing stopped gliding long ago. Did you know that your old, ugly, hard-to-open gliding door is probably the #1 source of loss of heat in your home, and that broom handle lock is not secure? Renewal by Anderson's gliding patio doors are simply the best of the best, and Renewal has an incredible offer right now. Don't miss it. 20% off every door, plus no money down, no payments, no interest for 12 months. No payments until 26. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com and start gliding again.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Hello once again. It is time to take a look at what's happening in the world of markets. I'm Susan Littlefield, and joining me today is Mike Zuzolo. Mike, of course, is with Global Commodity Analytics. And Mike, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we are trading on a non-tariff news day.
For right now.
Yeah.
I had to give a pause there, Susan, so that we could say ... for right now. Yeah, no, that's right. I think we really are starting to play a little bit more supply demand number kind of music right now in terms of what the trade is listening to. We've hit the pause button on the row crop slide since the WASDE report. I think those South American supply demand numbers, especially for Argentina, made a big difference in the trade sentiment to start the day. And even CONAB's number for Brazil in terms of soybean production, while it was up a little bit, it's still down a couple, 3 million metric tons from where USDA's WASDE numbers were. But the Argentine corn number coming in at about 44.5 million metric tons from Rosario Grains Exchange compares to 50 million from USDA just earlier this week. So I think the trade's waking up to that. We're seeing the spreads a little bit firmer as well.
You know, I thought about that when I saw those numbers and the change that they made. It just shows maybe how much drier it is than what we had been told earlier.
Yeah, and you've got issues in southern Brazil that have not gone away. And so we know Rio Grande do Sul is about done harvesting there. They've lost about 30%. We still have some key other provinces, though, that are still in drought, still could see their yields trimmed. And this is where Argentina literally had 78 inches of rain in some areas over a 3-day period last week. I've got to think that's going to do some damage to the row crops. So that is important. I think also we see the wheat coming back in as kind of a leader to the upside. I think here again, the drought and the dry weather and the fact that we're hitting record highs or near record highs in the United States wheat belt with very little rain coming in the next 7 days, maybe that's caught the market's attention with that new drought monitor.
All right. Speaking of drought monitor, let's look at that U.S. one. Just like you mentioned, there seems to be a lot more, especially in the southern tier of our country, a lot more orange and brown that's being factored in, though the Midwest is not being held off either.
Yeah, big thing to talk about on the channel Final Bell is Western Corn Belt, Hard Red Belt versus Eastern Corn Belt in terms of how the models are setting up, which they all are pretty much in agreement for the next 30 to 45 days. So it's going to be an interesting year. Kind of reminds me like 2012 right now.
All right, we'll talk more about that coming up later today during the channel Final Bell. And if you happen to miss the live broadcast, don't worry. You can pick it up as a podcast as well. That can be found at ruralradionetwork.com. I'm Susan Littlefield for the Rural Radio Network.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, local business owner and licensed funeral director Stephanie Gonzalez had the honor last week of representing the Nebraska Funeral Directors Association during a special proclamation signing for Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day. The event took place at the Nebraska State Capitol, where Governor Jim Pillen officially signed the proclamation. The gathering highlighted the vital roles funeral professionals play in supporting families within their communities during life's most difficult times. Gonzalez is the current president of the Nebraska Funerals Directors Association and owner of Reverend's Funeral Parlor in Scottsbluff. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.